Why does Hera always punish Zeus's lovers, but never Zeus himself? You'd think she'd go straight for the source, right? But what if I told you she did once, and it ended so badly she never tried again? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why Hera's rage fell on everyone else, and the haunting way it changed her forever. Cue thunder rolling, soft whispers of chains clinking. On Olympus, power isn't shared, it's taken. And when Hera tried to take it from Zeus, she paid a price that scarred her for eternity. Right after Zeus claimed the throne of Olympus, he ruled like a storm, commanding, unpredictable, and surrounded by fear. Hera, his wife and sister, saw through it all, and she'd had enough. So she did the unthinkable. She plotted against the king of the gods. Her co-conspirators? Poseidon, god of the sea, Athena, goddess of wisdom, and Hypnos, god of sleep. The plan was perfect. Hypnos lulled Zeus into slumber. Poseidon and Athena bound him in enchanted chains. And Hera watched as her husband fell. For a brief, shining moment, she was free. But rebellions against gods rarely end well. Before they could finish the coup, one of Zeus's ancient allies found out, a Hephaestus, a towering giant with 100 arms, each as strong as a storm. It smashed through Olympus, tore the chains apart, and freed Zeus. When the god of thunder woke, he wasn't merciful, he was vengeful. Zeus captured Hera himself, and instead of killing her, he chose something worse, something unforgettable. He hung her from the sky in golden chains, arms stretched wide, dangling above the endless void. Every night she stared into the churning chaos beneath creation, the nothingness from which even gods are born. And somewhere in that endless abyss, something inside Hera broke. When Zeus finally released her, she never challenged him again. But Hera's fire wasn't gone, it just changed shape. When Zeus began his string of affairs with mortals, goddesses, nymphs, each betrayal burned deeper. So Hera did something drastic. In a moment of defiance, she decided she didn't need Zeus. She would create life on her own. And from her rage, her pride, and her divine power, she gave birth to Hephaestus, the god of fire in the forge. But when Hera saw him, she recoiled. He was born lame, crippled from birth, and in her fury, she cast him down from Olympus. A fall so far it took 9 days to hit the earth. Yet Hephaestus survived, and later became one of the most powerful craftsmen among the gods. Ironically, the son she rejected would one day forge the very chains that bound gods and monsters alike. So why does this matter? Because it shows how deep Hera's pain ran. Even her own child wasn't spared from the scars Zeus left behind. After that, Hera never attacked Zeus directly again. But every time he strayed, she made someone pay. Leto, the mother of Artemis and Apollo, Hera forbade every land and island from sheltering her. She gave birth in agony, exiled and alone. Io, a priestess of Hera herself, Zeus turned her into a cow to hide his affair. But Hera wasn't fooled. She sent a gadfly to torment Io, driving her across the earth in madness. Semele, a mortal woman pregnant with Zeus's child. Hera tricked her into asking Zeus to reveal his true form, and when he did, she burned alive in his lightning. And then there was Hercules, the greatest of Zeus's sons. Hera hated him before he was born. She sent serpents to his cradle, madness to his mind, and labors that nearly killed him. Every act of revenge was really aimed at Zeus, but carried out on everyone else. People often call Hera jealous, cruel, vindictive. But what if she wasn't born that way? What if the goddess of marriage was actually the most betrayed woman in mythology? She tried to overthrow her husband. She tried to live without him. She tried to love without him. And every time, she paid. Her fury wasn't just jealousy. It was helplessness turned inward. The only power she had left was punishment. So next time you hear about Hera turning another woman into a monster, ask yourself, was she the villain? Or was she just another victim in Zeus's endless storm? In the myths, Zeus remains untouchable, the eternal ruler. But Hera's story lingers in the background, a warning about power, pride, and pain. She became the goddess of marriage, but her own was built on chains. She was the queen of heaven, but she lived with the scars of rebellion. And maybe that's why she never punished Zeus again. Because once you've been broken by the storm, you stop trying to fight it and learn to survive it. So what do you think? Was Hera truly cruel, or was she the most tragic figure in all of Olympus? Drop your thoughts below. And if you love uncovering the dark side of mythology, the stories they don't teach in school, hit that like button, subscribe. Because Greek mythology, it's never black and white, it's thunder and chains. And sometimes even gods bleed.